Oh, so I didn't tell you this, but I was at the grocery store a couple days ago, and I went and got whatever groceries we could actually get, and seen that they were delivering some meats. We had the ability to get some meat, and I had the deli person cut a couple pounds of turkey for me. And so I go and check out, and everything's fine. Say hi to everyone. Just everyone's trying to keep their distance. And I get out to the car, put all the groceries in the car, go home. I unload it. My wife goes, "Hey, so where's the deli meat?" I go, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "Well, there's no deli meat here." And I, I went, "Okay, well, it was probably $35 in deli meat." So I
Yeah.
got back in the car and drove back to the grocery store, and I walk inside, and I said, "Hey, somebody stole my deli meat." From the time that it went from the shopping cart to the car. And the woman actually said, "Oh, well, you sure you didn't misplace it? Maybe you put it in a different drawer." And I go, "No, I'm pretty sure there's no
Yeah.
deli meat." And so they went and watched video and watched the woman next to me reach into the cart, grab the bag as I'm walking out when I'm walking up behind me, and stealing the deli meat. They actually stole my deli meat walking out of the grocery store.
It's insane because you expect to see that kind of breakdown of basic societal norms, basic decency. You expect to see that in a truly like stuff hits the fan situation where there's complete breakdown of law and order. But Joe, she stole your meat over nothing.
Yeah,
She's just a meat
yeah.
thief. Maybe that's just her
After
thing.
I paid for it.
Maybe
It
that's just
wasn't
her thing.
before I
Maybe
paid for
maybe
it.
she
She
was
stole
doing
it.
that. Maybe she was doing that before coronavirus. Maybe that's her thing.
I don't think so. I'm hearing more of these stories. These stories are happening all over the place. People stealing toilet paper and running
Yeah.
into businesses and taking the Purell bottle off the counter. We are
People.
seeing crazy
Yeah.
things happen that we would not see before. And it's almost as if we've gotten past the point, like there's a break point. We've gotten past the lunacy break point, and now we just have, as a society, no sort of maturity in how we handle
Yeah.
situations. It's chaos.
Well,
It absolutely is chaos.
law and order can only be maintained as long as people fear the consequences of their actions. If they don't believe that there's going to be a government to put them in prison, because I mean, why would you follow the law? I live in San Antonio. They're releasing prisoners from the jails right now, and they're not sending any new misdemeanor prisoners to jail right now because of the risk of the infection spreading within the jailed population. Why would anyone in San Antonio who is already criminally minded, why would any of them obey the law when they know they've been told straight to their face, you will not be arrested, you will not go to jail? That's part of it, Joe. They
Well,
don't
that
believe
same
they're.
thing's happening here.
Yeah.
They said anybody for minor crimes. Well, I carry a weapon everywhere I go.
You're going to kill someone over your meat?
I'm not going to kill anybody over my meat or anybody else, but imagine if where the line is
Drop
drawn in
that
the
turkey.
sand for those criminals. The criminals are now drawing a line in the sand. What if that line in the sand goes further one
Yeah,
way than
yeah,
another, right?
and that's the problem when you believe that you will not be punished, or that you believe society has broken down so much that the laws don't apply anymore. That's where it gets dangerous. That's where it gets really dangerous because then your fellow man just becomes an animal fighting for survival. If they're only interested in themselves and they're only interested in making sure that they can wipe their behind, God knows why they think they're going to run out of toilet paper. If that's all they care about, then yeah, they're going to make very selfish decisions, and you're going to see people's TVs start floating away in the middle of the night, and you're going to see people's cars starting to disappear because they don't care. They don't feel like there's any consequences for their actions. So hopefully we don't get there. Hopefully we don't, because if we go any farther where people start actually hurting people, right? It's one thing to steal someone's meat. It's another thing to beat them up to get the meat, right? To get the deli meat. That there's a line. I don't know where that line is, but
Well,
there.
nobody's beating me up for my deli meat.
Yeah, I know, but listen, there are places in the country where people get killed for a hell of a lot less.
I know.
Vulnerable people. The question is, where is that point? Are we anywhere near that point where your neighbor who you wave to, you see them in church on Sunday, will stab you in the back for the last bag of donuts on the shelf, right? That's the terrifying part of this. I hope we're nowhere near that, but the fact that people are already starting to break the law because they don't believe they'll be punished, we're closer to that point than we were the last time we talked about like societal unrest and whatnot.